Just Vox.
Because she needs to think we're business as usual.
Fuck that. Y'all out here trying to set up Effie?
Boy, I done told you everything you need to know, so don't go thinking for yourself.
Cause then I'm gonna realize I don't need you. That's why you say that shit.
I say it because it's true, Kane. Now I gotta go out there and clean up another one of your messes.
The fuck did I do now?
Weston Holdings.
Nah. See? You can't handle that I did some smart shit, some shit you would've never thought of.
Kane, you ain't do no smart shit. You know we can't trust them white boys on Wall Street. You gave our money to a bunch of motherfuckers who never want to see us do well, ever. Now I gotta go get it the fuck back.
Alright, guys, welcome back to Just Vox Reviews, where we try our best to give 100% accurate movie predictions, theories, and reviews. If you're a first-time viewer, go ahead and kindly hit that subscribe button, then hit on the bell notification icon to get notified anytime we drop a new video. Why don't you just type into this video? We wonder why nobody is actually talking about the potential dangers that Brayen Weston has actually put his family into, if you recall correctly, in the last season 3 of Powerbook 2 episode 8, titled Sacrifices. It had a lot of discoveries, from Cooper Sax's cover being blown over to Tariq, finding out there was a RICO case going on. But most importantly, there was this case. I want us to look into the case of the Brayen's family Western's holdings being a Ponzi scheme. Before we dive into that and how Brayen got his family all wrapped up in the heat that's about to come down on them all, let's quickly do a recap on how it all went down after Brayen has missed work. Kiki shows up at Brayen's house to make sure he isn't freaking out about the Ponzi scheme news. She also lets him know that Monet has been calling the office all morning to meet with Lucas. Kiki tells him that they can't have that type of exposure, so he needs to handle it himself. When Brayen finally shows back up to work, Tariq discloses that there's a RICO case being built against them. Brayen shares some bad news with him too. He tells Tariq about the Ponzi scheme and how his uncle Lucas will rat them for dealing at Weston Holdings if they say anything. Hearing that Weston Holdings was a Ponzi scheme, Tariq immediately realizes that his trust fund money is gone. But that is like the least of their problems, because the Tijada's money is also involved too. And how if Monet wants it back, they're both screwed. Stansfield now held the congressional debate where Tate was competing in. In attendance were J, Professor Harper Bonet, and the Weston family. After hearing Tate speak, Lucas felt like they had found the man that could replace Sweeney and all that he did for them. After the debate was over, Harper expressed her discontent with seeing Tate talk to Lucas. Tate uses the conversation as an opportunity to ask Harper to marry him again. Apparently, he's asked before. He tells her that he's going to cancel the lunch meeting that he and Lucas scheduled. Meanwhile, Tariq told RJ about Weston Holdings being a Ponzi scheme. Tariq explains that they can't go through the SEC or he won't get a penny back. RJ blames Tariq for the situation they're in, but Tariq explains that he didn't have anything to do with it, and he is also impacted by it, so they need to work together to fix the issue. RJ, Brayen, and Tariq met with Lucas later on. RJ tells him that he knows it's a Ponzi. He threatens to call the SEC if Lucas doesn't return every dollar he invested, Tariq's trust fund money, and the Tejada's money. RJ also tells Lucas that if he does anything against Tariq and Brayen, he'll leave an anonymous tip with his friend at the commission. Lucas realizes that he's in a jam and agrees. RJ tells Lucas that he set up a repayment plan and that he should hope the feds don't find out until he's paid in full. Lucas mentions how they have nothing to worry about. He was confident because he met with Tate. Harper talked to Brashandria, and she told her. Tate admits that he lied to her, but tells the truth and lets her know that he accepted a donation from him. Harper urges him to give it back. When Tate declines and explains that he doesn't like losing, she tells him that he's losing her. Will Tate continue to work with Lucas, or will he listen to Harper? How will Lucas respond to being strong-armed by Tariq and Brayen? Will Tariq be able to get Monet her money back in time? Now to the main theme of this video. Monet, as usual, reminds Kane on how stupid and dumb he is when making moves and decisions Not only did he mess things up this time, he invested a large portion of their money into a Ponzi scheme, Kane finding out what a great mistake he has made and knowing fully. Well, there was no way they could get the money back felt even more stupid. And as usual, he had to step back and let just Mama do the dirty work. Monet, knowing fully well Kane made a mistake, and knows currently the Weston has robbed them, decided to pay them a visit in their private estate, so now we can all agree that Monet and Kane knows where Brayen and his family live. Kane, who has never liked Brayen for anything and also looks for an opportunity to knock him over, now grew more hatred for the Westons. Kane and Monet arrived at the Westons' home and robbed them off their expensive valuables. And of course the family had to give them what they came for, unless Kane was ready to start shooting everyone in that house, since it's been clear that they are now broke and have nothing more to offer. So it's safe to say at this point that Tejadas has nothing more to lose. All Kane needed was an order from Monet to kill them all. This also brings us what happened at the warehouse, where Tariq got set up and was about to get shot by Kane, who has wanted to do that for a very long time, and then with the intel OB gave Brayen, he was able to save Tariq in the shootout. Now with Brayen out of the city and on the run with Tariq, that leaves the Westons very valuable and an easy target for Kane after Tariq made a move on Monet, and Brayen made a move on Monet, and Brayen made him loose money to the Ponzi scheme, so we think this is another angle for Kane to go after the whole Weston family, and we all know Kane's love for revenge. So will the Weston family stay alive on this coming season of Powerbook? Drop us a comment in the comment section below and let us know what you think.